You're watching Good Boys. You're watching Good Boys. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Man, I gotta go, like... Oh, you took my silk touch pick, huh?
Oh, yeah, you want it back?
Yeah, because I need to go recharge some picks, because I've already
Well,
willed
here,
it down
you should
again.
have mine that's dead, too. Just
I need to put mending in my pick.
there's the one that I've been using that needs to be recharged.
God, that one is... really needs to be recharged, huh?
Yeah, I took it to the limit. Take it to the limit.
Oh, God. I didn't get flight.
So did they... Well, I don't want to know. Never mind.
Did they rescue the kids from the cave? Yes.
Yes, they did.
So, okay, let's talk about that. Why was Elon Musk getting hate for that?
I think people thought he was trying to use it as a publicity stunt. I read an article on it as he was trying to go and like pretend to save the day, even though he really didn't have the ability or expertise to be able to build something as fast as he claimed he did that would have helped in any way.
Didn't he help, though?
He was there. I don't think he ended up helping because they did the dive.
I thought he built a little submarine that they used.
I did see a submarine built. I don't know that they used it.
Yeah, I know one of the. I thought he was also part of what he was going to be there for was to help dig the tunnel, because originally, if they couldn't get the waters right, they were talking about doing digging a tunnel down.
Right, and he does have a boring company.
Right, and that's what I thought he was supposed to be going there for, but they didn't even get to his plan because they ended up being able to swim everybody out of there.
Okay.
No, I cannot believe it was like 11 hours for each trip.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, a lot of the players and the coach didn't know how to swim.
That does make it a little bit more difficult.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were way back there if it was that long of a trip. And they kept talking, and this threw me off a little bit because I'm not sure if the news had it wrong or if it's just different with that type of rescue. But they kept saying that they had to stop, like for the first night after they rescued like 5 boys or whatever. They were like, the search is on hold while they refill all the oxygen tanks. You don't normally dive with an oxygen tank.
Yeah, right.
You dive with a compressed air tank.
Right.
So
Maybe they just said it wrong.
But every news article said the same thing.
Huh.
It might have been oxygen for the kids.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering was there something different about this type of rescue? I wish I had more like technical details because it's kind of interesting to me, like how this whole thing went, why it was such a long.
Like, were the kids suffering from what's it called, asphyxia or something like that? They weren't getting enough
Asphyxiation.
Or hypoxia?
Or hypoxia, something where they weren't getting enough oxygen in their blood.
I mean, I guess it's possible. But then you would have thought they would take oxygen tanks to them to breathe within the cave.
Right. Well, honestly, the fact that every article has the same thing doesn't really mean much because, like, once the AP reports, everyone
copies.
Right, just writes up their article based on the first article. So it could have just been reported wrong once, and then everyone else followed suit, sort of thing, too.
Or it could have been that the source said oxygen tank.
You're right.
Mistakenly. And then that's what it came from.
Or maybe even appropriately. And that's what I'm more I want to know. Like, if it was appropriately an oxygen tank, why do they need oxygen tank as opposed to just compressed air? Sure, there's oxygen in those compressed air tanks, just only about 21% worth.
So this just in, by the end of the excursion, they got the time down to 6 to 8 hours per trip.
Huh.
That's still, man, 6 to 8 hours per trip.
And
Those
it was
guys.
2 miles into the cave.
I just can't believe people would say that Elon Musk was
right?
doing this as a publicity stunt whenever the man doesn't need any publicity. Who the fuck doesn't know who Elon Musk is?
Well, a lot of people are very mad at Elon Musk right now, though.
Why?
They think he's like that Tesla's not doing well.
Is it not?
Because He was getting a lot of hate earlier on social media and stuff. I'm not sure what he did. I missed whatever he did.
Hair plugs.
And this might be continuation of that.
Oh, I'm very jealous of that man's hair.
You can go buy some if you want.
Well, see, that's the thing. I looked into what he did, and it was a $5,000 procedure, which is just like, fuck yes, sign me up. But the thing is, I can't find any information on what kind of recurring procedure had to take place after that.
Was it really hair plugs? Or are you just?
Yeah, basically, it's some. Yeah, basically, it is hair
What?
plugs. Yeah.
The before
What?
or after?
Okay.
My assumption would be the after, because if the before was hair plugs, that would be.
They were
Oh yeah,
supposed
no,
to have
yeah,
hair
yeah, no,
plugs.
yeah. Well, what he has now is a
This
type of hair
procedure
plug.
was the $5,000 hair plug removal.
Of all things
Glorious.
to get upset about in the world that's going on today,
No one's upset about his hair plugs, are they? I mean, this isn't new news. Everyone's seen what the man used to look like and what he looks like now.
oh yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just talking about the uproar that happened.
haven't the Tesla shareholders been requesting he step down as CEO because he's not meeting the deadline and he's refused? Isn't it all in the past like month? Hasn't this happened?
I don't know anything about any of this, but I don't keep
Yeah,
up with
Elon
it.
Musk has been in the news a lot, getting a lot of hate from people just in general about how his company's not delivering what they're supposed to be delivering. People are questioning whether, this next model Tesla is actually ever going to come out because of all the pre-orders and all the problems with that whole pre-order system and all that. And I think that was like when he jumped in there to do that, people are saying that he's using this as a way to try to gain better publicity about himself.
I see. Okay.
And so I can understand why people might think that, but yeah, Elon Musk is one of the, as far as I understand from the way that the news and stuff reports it, he's like one of the smartest people alive right now. He's somebody you want on your side in a situation like that, even just to bounce ideas off of.
He could just generally be trying to help.
I think he might have an Iron Man complex.
Oh yeah, he definitely has
That's
that.
possible.
So I mean, this. I think if anything,
Do you mean like the triathlon or like the superhero?
the superhero.
Superhero.
So I think if nothing else, he just won't. He's having a good time.
Having a good time.
Saving some Thailand. Having a ball.
Yeah, but he was there. I didn't actually realize he made a sub.
Yeah,
It was a tiny sub.
he did it real fast
Like,
too. Super sub,
very
super
cute.
fast. He's like Jimmy John's.
I mean, I was gonna say he could take on Subway. Yeah, now I'm curious, but
About Subway.
about those boys in the cave, I never got the story. Why did they go in there?
It was an initiation. They were like, this cave is normally safe for them to go into, and it's like this rite of passage that they apparently do, where they'll go into the cave and then write their names on a wall. The thing is the water started rising faster than they expected it to. In behind them, so they had to go in deeper and deeper until the water, basically they were up higher than the water. And that's
Sounds
how
like they
got
failed the
trapped.
initiation.
Yeah.
Or it just sounds like they made the initiation challenge harder for next year.
I have a feeling this is probably the last time that's ever allowed to happen.
I mean, next time they're gonna have to stay in for like 30 days.
Soon they won't even be doing anything but staying in the cave.
So is that why, like, because this is a standard initiation that they did, is that why divers were able to find them when they were missing? Or was that random luck?
I don't know. I'm sure other people knew where they were going.
And you said the coach was with them, right?
Yeah, the coach was with them. I mean, it was. I'm sure it was something that was like known about, probably even planned for them to do.
I mean,
So
that's
it wasn't. It wasn't some like random. Hey, let's go into this cave and see what happens.
I just can't. I cannot imagine being trapped in a cave and then somebody like pops up and is like, "Oh, we found you. Let's start a rescue mission." Like, I would assume that like it was over.
They have an exclamation point on their head.
Yeah, like, oh,
Please rescue me.
We need you to kill 10 crabs first.
So I took 10 hours. You ever done one of those rescue missions in one of those games? It was so fucking slow.
Which game?
The escort
Any
mission.
game, any escort, any game where you have to do an escort of
Escort
characters.
mission. So they never
Why
do
can't
it.
you walk at the same speed as I do?
They're like, oh, we need to get out of here in a hurry. Okay, I'll saunter.
Yeah, exactly.
They stop every once in a while to tell you the story about a random rock that's on the ground.
My favorite ones is in World of Warcraft. If you're escorting someone and you get in a fight, they sprint forward and fight whatever you're fighting, and then they go back to wherever they were in their walk and start walking slowly
And
again.
then they start again. I blame you for my WoW addiction, by the way, Guude.
Are you addicted to WoW right now?
Yeah.
He's playing WoW right now.
He's not even on
At the
server.
same time, yeah, I'm not even in Minecraft. I'm playing WoW.
I've still never played that game.
It's all right. It doesn't look
Never
great for
once.
the year that it is anymore, but it's still fun.
I couldn't justify back then paying a monthly membership
Yeah.
fee
That was
to
always the
play
hardest.
one game.
Right. Yeah. They get my money once again.
Oh, you're playing it again too?
Yeah. We do a stream every Wednesday night.
Oh, I did not realize that. What's the popularity of that type of thing? Like, are people still interested in watching it? Like, I haven't heard
No.
about WoW in forever.
I mean, it's still popular with
The
the people.
server, like the Minecraft server, it's just like you
It's
and
just
Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do a thing where they integrate a bunch of like cross server stuff so that because they did have that problem at one point where the game was kind of dying. I think it got a resurgence a couple years ago though after the Panda expansion. And this last expansion supposedly is one of the best they've had. And they have another one coming out in August.
Back for the one in August.
So I think they're doing well compared to where they probably were 4 or 5 years ago. And I know that
I mean, you tell me when they're losing millions of dollars, buy them. Isn't that how it works?
right. Whenever they're losing as much money a day as YouTube.
Yeah. Then they're mine. I will acquire them. Use it.
So I mean, I know like there's a guy named Salute that's a Nerd Fusion guy that I met that he does WoW, professionally. And whenever he streams it, he gets shit tons of viewers. So there is a community for it. It's just you have to be, playing
that
on
community.
a higher level. I feel like if I had streamed back in the day, whenever I was running a top 50 guild, then I could have been super popular with WoW. But I didn't. Didn't have the internet for that shit. It'd be kind of fun, but to play at that level, you have to make it a job. So I don't know.
Oh shit, we were doing the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you were. Wow, we came together. Come together.
What are you guys doing?
Fixing the
together.
torches so that I can till all the soil.
Oh man, things look so nice.
It does look pretty nice. Oh, we still gotta do a glowstone run, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a lot of glowstone to do that.
I will hand someone this hoe to get the achievement before I use it all the way up. For all you achievement hunters.
Does it work for somebody else to use it?
Well, yeah, I think you just have to use the last bit of the hoe. Like the hoe has to break with it in your hand, and then you get the achievement.
I'm not comfortable with this conversation.
He's not used to breaking hose.
You gotta break her in real good.
There's a giant ravine in this ocean.
There is a giant ravine in the process of all of this.
I think I'm gonna. Probably where I'm caved in. That way I don't have to fill it with sand.
I mean, is it above? It'd be above the farm, right? Or is it below the farm?
Well, it'll be part of the farm. It's the farm.
Yeah, we hit it whenever we were digging down.
Getting a lot of Guude.
It's thunder and lightning is terrifying.
Where the hell did all these zombies come from?
Must have been a one of those villagers here. Never
I
mind.
saw Michael run by me as they all showed up.
I'm spawning zombies.
Oh,
I
this is
did.
a bad place to be.
I did light up one of the caves, so that could be.
More things are spawning up here.
Yeah. Trying to get to the ravine. Oh yeah, but here's the
Trying to break
ravine.
that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've run out of
You didn't get an achievement.
He's not using the diamond one. You have to do the diamond. There should be iron in some of these chests up here if you need.
Hi, Brian. I just came up through the ravine down at the bottom.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cap this. Oh, there's skeleton drowning. And then we won't have to deal with it. It'll just be free excavation.
Be a giant hole here when you cap that.
So, oh, you can't.
Oh yeah, I can just frostwalk it right now, can't I?
No.
Uh,
So if you come over here, you probably not gonna be able to do it. Jump from the edge of your ice into the water, or just do that. So I accidentally the ravine here. I used a lot of sand that I didn't need to use.
Oh, there's two of those guys.
what was it? Just going down onto a
It
torch?
sure is.
No, well, no. Oh my god.
Oh, Ryuski.
Oh, I don't even
Worry.
know where you're at exactly.
There's creeper.
Yeah, I see that creeper.
Project over.
What?
Ryuski, let a creeper blow up.
I did.
Oh,
It's upsetting.
tear it all down. Start over again.
I don't know where you
Soiled.
went, Brian.
I'm straight up. I'm right up and down. Nothing.
I'm glad you called.
Oh, I
me,
thought
Bruno.
you went down here to show me something. And
No,
couldn't
I just
find you.
I was showing you that the sand basically goes all the way down to bedrock.
Why do I still have weather noises on?
What's
this game again?
Good now.
Skeleton. Creeper.
I need more sand, by the way.
You're missing it, Michael.
I am.
There, all covered. Capped off. I capped it off for you.
Well, won't that cap go away when?
Yes. Also, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
The cap's going away.
Yep, the ice caps have melted. Global warming is upon us.
Oh man. Oh man. Speaking of ice caps 1.13, they have icebergs out in the oceans.
Do they?
Yeah.
They do.
That's
it
pretty
looks
cool.
so good. So
Gotta read the
good.
patch notes.
I'm sorry, I won't spoil anything for you.
Did you know that they're adding icebergs to the oceans?
Nope.
Hey, Ryuski.
Yeah.
Finish this off.
So. Ooh.
Finish my hoe off.
Finish them off.
Want
to watch him finish
this
this
iron
off.
one? I just made it.
Oh wait, you should make sure you have. Oh yeah, never mind. I was about to say you make sure you have the
It worked.
achievement ahead of it. But yeah.
I don't think that matters anymore.
You don't
Oh,
have to
does
do
it?
that.
New advancements are weird.
All right.
Guude shared his hoe with me.
I watched you finishing her off.
Took
Group
serious
effort.
dedication.
How do we get out of here now?
I mean,
We don't have a staircase out of here without
Did I get XP for that? Did I get XP for those?
land tramping.
Oh yeah, you think you get XP for doing achievements?
That feels dirty.
I think you have to do it on the far right, Jeff.
Well, I just came up here. I made it work. I'm just admiring everybody else working right now.
Look at all these people.
There's a lot of people. Only Conan stayed.
Yeah, why did he jump on and then leave?
Came here to yell at Brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought I was duping sand. I haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Brian lives in a desert.
Is Montana? What is Montana considered? Do you live in Montana?
State?
Montana,
Where do y'all live? Wisconsin?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's right.
Boo. You guys both live in the same state?
We live in each
Yeah.
other's pockets.
Yeah, we live in the same house, the same room actually.
Share
I
a
live in,
bed.
I live
Michael
in
doesn't
Yeah, we
cook
sure
anymore. He just goes over to Breon's house to eat.
We share pants.
Have you sous vide prime rib before, Breon?
Fuck yeah.
I should do
Whole
that.
free bone.
I have it all packaged up. It's in the freezer though because I didn't want to do it right when I did it.
Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
At
Costco?
Kroger. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I'm telling you, my life is over.
How much you pay per pound?
$6.99.
Ah, man, that's good.
Right? Well, you know what? That shit's dead.
Sounds like there's a reason it's dead.
I mean,
All
most
that meat's
prime-
too
store.
fucking cheap.
Dead
Most
store.
prime rib is dead when you buy it.
Most.
Usually.
How big is it?
Depends on how rare. you want it.
So let's see. It started off.
How many bones?
It's not a bone-in ribeye.
Well, how many bones would it have been?
Oh, let's see. I cut it. I think it started off as 8, and I cut it in half.
An 8-bone, Jesus. Okay, so you got a 4-bone.
8-bone Jesus.
8-bone Jesus.
That sounds like a band name if I've ever heard one.
8-bone Jesus.
Yeah, so
Do y'all have another portal around here?
We
It's
do,
back at
but it's
home.
back in our house.
Oh,
you
jeez.
teleport yourself somewhere. I mean,
He doesn't know how to get. He doesn't know the coordinates of anywhere he needs to get.
Yeah.
I know. I can bring you back.
Like 8-bone Jesus.
so Ziploc makes these bags. They're
I mean, I've
really
already
good.
vacuum sealed it.
Oh, okay.
No. Please tell me about this new company. And these types of bags.
Ziploc.
There's this
Let me know when they
company
stop making money and I can acquire them.
I've heard of Ziploc.
I hope that these bags you refer to have like some kind of like patented sealing technology.
some sort of zipping or locking mechanism.
Yes.
And it would be really nice if it was like yellow and blue.
Right. So you knew.
So I knew.
God, man, we're doing 8-bone Jesus God's work. So, anyways, what were you gonna say about this prime rib?
They're called big bags. They're usually used for home storage, like to put like blankets on the bed and stuff. But they are food grade safe. The same plastic.
Is that the ones that you would put on like a vacuum cleaner on the end of to suck the
Yeah.
air out?
Or you can
Similar to that, but it
squeeze them.
literally looks like a giant Ziploc bag, but it has a handle on it. It's the only difference. It doesn't have like a vacuum suck hole or anything. But anyway, that's why I cooked one of my prime ribs in. I think it was a 6-bone in one of those, because a 6-bone's not gonna fit in a vacuum sealer, at least not mine. Two C's.
My favorite kind of hole.
You said your vacuum sealer wouldn't seal that big?
Nah, I have a chamber vac, so it's limited size.
Huh. Do you buy your vacuum stuff in like rolls?
No, they're pre-sized bags. They're like 11 by 14.
Oh, okay. I
got
buy
rid of
some pre-sized and also buy the rolls in case I need to cut something
Yeah.
bigger, like for this.
I'm mad. I
rib.
gave my my vacuum, the suction vacuum sealer to a friend of mine. I kind of want it now. I want it back.
So how long do you put it in the water for?
Yay.
I think I did. I mean, you could do it like in 6 or 8 hours. But
Yeah, I was
think
thinking
did it
8.
for 24.
Oh, geez. Well, mine's frozen too, so I normally like add.
Yeah,
I normally
mine-
double the time for anything
So this.
frozen.
Oh. Okay,
Hi.
you're still here. This is
Yeah,
the most direct.
Yeah,
route
double the
back.
time. So just do it overnight. You know, nice long. It'll
Alright,
basically
see you,
make the
Michael.
What temp?
all the fat.
I should have grabbed anything that needed to be repaired since I'm going to
135,
mending.
really? Because I always do my rib out at
Little bit
129.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that before I went?
And then you finish it in the oven, right?
I just cranked the oven to 500 and put it in there.
What do you
Finish
put
it
on
in the
yours?
Onion powder, garlic powder, celery salt, lots of salt, different various salt. You could also, you already sealed it, so you could chuck some. Oh, see, I seasoned mine before I put it in the bag too.
Well, I put salt and pepper and a sprig of rosemary, a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
sprigs of rosemary, but that's as far as I went.
Yeah, do like a. Did they not give you a rub when you bought it?
I just bought the ribeye.
You know, for as much as you're spending on that stuff, I hope they get.
Yeah.
I
Have
mean-
you guys ever seen the channel Sous-vide Everything?
I have, yeah. I haven't watched a lot of
channel?
other stuff though.
that stuff crack. The guy's funny, and but he shows like how to do a lot of the cool sous vide stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's like scientific, and sometimes it's like, nah, this is your interpretation of it. This isn't as scientific as like Alton Brown or something.
Right.
But sometimes he does a good job of like really explaining it. But most time it's just his thought.
I just love how he pulls
for gospel.
I love how he pulls the blowtorch out at the end of everything. He's like, "You think it looks good now? You just wait." It's such a catchy like tune that he uses for it too.
Yeah, he's got 2 Searsall that he uses. Although he says that the actual like Harbor Freight roofing torch is the best one.
That's basically the fucking thing Elon Musk sold as a flamethrower.
I want one for fucking cooking. I want it.
Can you just imagine Brian's cooking streams and he pulls out his flamethrower to finish his steaks off?
With Elon Musk just sitting in the background, like waiting for his
nodding
food. Yeah.
Publicity stunt.
Holding his submarine.
Holding his submarine. Is that what he calls it? All right. Well, we're out of time once again. So.
All right, guys. Well, guys, thanks for joining. Hopefully, you'll be here next week.
Yeah, we'll have a full house every time. Full house every day. All the episodes, full house.
I mean, or Fuller House when we do this again in the future.
With the reboot, Fuller House.
So Badge was on the other day.
Babs?
What?
Badge.
For W92.
Badge.
I mean,
on this server?
On this server, yeah.
How do you know?
Are you sure, Governor?
He streamed it.
He streamed it. He streams now too?
I don't believe you.
Oh, none of this is true. What was he doing? Was he eating crisps?
Milling about.
Milling about.
Good. I think we really
joke?
are getting people interested in the server again. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, it's us. We're doing it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.